How to make a successful career transition. I'm Lynn Tulip, Chartered Member of the CDI and CIPD. I'm an independent career consultant and HR professional. I'm the author of Get That Job and Can't Get That Job, and I've been working for over 20 years with individuals going through a career transition. One of my specialisms is psychometric testing, but I help people with their CV writing, interview coaching, and obviously job search strategies. What is career transition? I think it's important to think that it could be anything from returning to work after a career break. It could be that you're dissatisfied at work or overlooked for promotion, or just wanting something completely different. It's important to remember that actually it's going to take time to get a job. It is a job getting a job. So the first things first is to think about an action plan. The action plan needs to have some smart long-term and short-term career transition goals. And one of the first things you'll do is to focus on yourself and actually think about what makes you tick. You need to think about your achievements, your successes you've had in the past, the highlights, what sectors you've worked in, and also understand all the employability and transferable skills that you would bring to a new role. You need to think about your own strengths, your attributes, your personality, and what interests you. So anything that makes you tick. It might be that you think about taking a psychometric test at this point, which can clarify and give you the opportunity to explore better opportunities and where you might be more suited for work. Don't forget your previous experience to draw on that. Think about what happened when you were in education or academia. Think about any voluntary work you've done or part-time work, or even the work you do around the house. But what you really need to focus on is what's important to you. Think about your work preferences. Where do you want to work? Who do you want to work with? Do you want to work 9 to 5? Is shift work more suitable? What location do you want to work? Indoors, outdoors? And what about your values and what culture you're going to be working with? It's important to draw up a list of perhaps possible sectors, industries, and maybe even employers, and begin to research them. Begin to think about what do they actually do? What roles do they have? Are there things that you really would feel engaged with? And maybe then approach these employers and think about, could you shadow one of their existing employees? Could you volunteer to do some work there? Maybe pro bono work or something. And don't forget, there are a lot of small businesses out there that also offer opportunities for exploring the opportunities. Whilst you're exploring and ticking the boxes and finding out about yourself, you may come to the decision that actually some of your skills aren't as up to date as possible. So now is a really good opportunity to think about further training or development, and that could be adult education, it could be online training, or actually just talking to one of your friends or colleagues and actually getting up to speed with what's needed. Then we come to networking. Now, you must really remember how important networking can be, and think already that you've got a really good network. It could be your social network, it can be your work network, and it may be that at this point you want to develop a business network, so by joining a local or national organisation, and begin to think about what you're going to be saying to the people you meet. So it's an opportunity to develop your own communication skills, but it's an opportunity to sell yourself. So talk the talk, tell your stories, and listen well. When you're networking, and obviously for job search strategies, it's really important to have a good CV. Now for your CV, it needs to be personally branded. So you need to be thinking about positioning yourself correctly, thinking about what keywords you need to use. So if one particular sector uses a certain dialogue and language, begin to think about how you can incorporate that within your applications. With your CV, you're beginning to rehearse what you're going to tell employers in the interview. So thinking about your achievement stories and perhaps making them into star stories. So you've got the situation, the task, the action and the result. And your contribution is evident. Include them in your CV, include them on application forms and any online forums that you might be on. So thinking about online, of course, there's social media, and there's several websites that are very useful when it comes to career transition. One of them, of course, would be LinkedIn. The importance of LinkedIn can't be stressed more highly. I want you to think about mirroring your CV with your keywords on LinkedIn, and using LinkedIn groups to contribute to find out more about possible sectors or companies that you're interested in, but also about posing questions, maybe asking about how possible it is to enter that particular field. It's important to come across as authentic, consistent and genuine online, and be as you are, so that employers who are researching and looking for you, when they find you, that you are as you are, and that you really show that that's what you can do for them. Career transition can be a long drawn out period of time, but it's really important to maintain your self-belief. So keep reinforcing your successes, the confidence you have in the skills you have. Remind yourself that you are employable and that you are the expert. And don't be discouraged. Just by contributing perhaps in forums or with networking, you're beginning to meet new people and be able to share with them your expertise, and so that they can help you in searching out for the ideal job. So keep motivated and be confident. Have a robust career plan with short and long-term goals. Think about who you are, what makes you tick and what you really want to do. And if necessary, develop some of your skills or bring them up to speed. Think about your network, embrace your new connections and use them. Talk to them, ask them questions, ask for advice, and ensure they understand your employability skills. Remind yourself that it's important to focus on the key words about what's relevant to your career transition and where you want to be. Star stories. So they're your successes and your achievements, and ensure that they're evident when you're talking and writing things down about yourself. It is a job getting a job, but you can have a successful career transition. So I hope that's been useful. Get in touch for more support if I can help you further. Thank you.